Hello again, everyone. Marcus here. I review stuff today. I'm reviewing the song Reach Out, I'll Be There by the Four Tops. This is part of my ongoing series where I'm listening to songs that come from albums that are on Rolling Stone magazine's list of the 500 greatest albums of all time. The way the series works is I'll record videos for two, sometimes three songs from each album, and then eventually I'll go and listen to the rest of the album on my own, and I'll come back and let you know what I thought. So this particular song comes off of album number 429 on the list, which is the Four Tops Reach Out, released by Tamla slash Motown in 1967. About the album, Rolling Stone says the Four Tops were the most dramatic of the Motown singing groups, driven by the towering vocals of Levi Stubbs. Reach Out has overwrought classics like the title track, the goth soul tsunami 7 Rooms of Gloom, and Bernadette, on which lust and paranoia spontaneously combust. They also branch out into rock and folk with covers of The Monkees and Tim Hardin. It was the last Motown album for the label's definitive songwriting team, Holland, Dozier, and Holland. So, while preparing for this video, I was looking up which song I wanted to do, and I saw that this is the band that does the I Can't Help Myself, Sugar Pie Honey Bun, that song. So I have heard that song from them, and I like it a lot. It is on my playlist currently, and so just hoping I like this one as well. Hoping for another good song. So with that, I say we jump right in. Again, the Four Tops, Reach Out, I'll Be There. Here we go. Yeah, I like that. Short and sweet, but great song. I mean, just obviously the vocal stylings with the harmonizing and the backup singers. I think all of that worked really well. Just classic Motown, you know? Hey, let's break this song down piece by piece like we always do, of course, starting with those lyrics. First, I do want to read the about section for the song here on Genius. It says, The Four Tops' 1966 song, Reach Out, I'll Be There, is a feel-good Motown Records classic and one of the group's biggest hits. The Four Tops were a vocal quartet from Detroit, led by singer Levi Stubbs. Reach Out, I'll Be There was written by Motown's defining songwriter trio Holland Dozier Holland, composed of Lamont Dozier and brothers Brian and Eddie Holland. While Dozier and Brian Holland handled the production and composition of their songs, Eddie Holland would write the lyrics and arrange vocals. Dozier told Sound on Sound that the song marked a pivotal shift in the Motown style. Up until then, most of the songs basically had 3 chords. They were very simple and, in a sense, very rock and roll, but I think the experiment of putting classical and gospel together reached full force on Reach Out, I'll Be There. To my knowledge, those structures had never been explored before, and on that song, we were reaching out for different sounds and approaches. Nice callback. After the Four Tops finished the song, they disregarded it because it didn't sound like the rest of their material. Fakir told The Guardian a few weeks later, Motown boss Berry Gordy sent us a memo. Make sure your taxes are taken care of because we're going to release the biggest record you've ever had. He called us into his office, and I remember one of us asking, "So when are we going to record this great song?" He said, "You already have." That's an awesome story. That's really cool. The Four Tops begged Berry to not release the song as a single, but he couldn't be swayed. Fakir says, I was out driving when I heard the song on the radio for the first time. It hit me like a lead pipe. I turned my car around and drove right back to Barry's office. He was in a meeting, but I opened the door and just said, Barry, don't ever talk to us about what you're releasing. Just do what you do. Bye. That's funny. That's great. What a great story to go along with the song. So let's take a look. So yeah, now if you feel that you can't go on because all your hope is gone, and your life is filled with much confusion until happiness is just an illusion, and your world around is crumbling down, darling, reach out, come on girl, reach out for me. Reach out for me. I'll be there with a love that will shelter you. I'll be there with a love that will see you through. So yeah, I mean, I think it's a pretty straightforward song, right? Kind of this guy talking to this woman that he loves, and it's just like, hey, if you're ever going through hard times, just reach out and I'll be there to help you out. I think it is as simple as that, I hope. Because that's how I'm reading it. So when you feel lost and about to give up because your best just ain't good enough, and you feel the world has grown cold, and you're drifting out on your own, and you need a hand to hold. Darling, reach out. Come on, girl, reach out for me. I'll be there. Yeah, I mean, I can see how maybe they weren't super confident in it because, again, it is, I think, as far as like lyricism goes, just a pretty straightforward song, kind of feel good, kind of, super optimistic, which is good. Nothing wrong with that. But I can see how that might not be like the real, song that you want to lead off with, right? But lyrically, I think it's simple, but it's a good message. I can tell the way you hang your head. You're not in love now. Now you're afraid, and through your tears you look around, but there's no peace of mind to be found. I know what you're thinking. You're a loner, no love on your own, darling. So yeah, I mean, even if our love fails, which it sounds like it did here, right? Like, even if we're not like super in love anymore, like, hey, I'm still gonna be there for you, right? Reach out, come on, girl, reach out for me, and I'll be there. You can always depend on me. I'll be there. Don't worry. So yeah, I mean, lyrically pretty simple, pretty straightforward, but I liked it. Again, it's got one of those messages that's like, yeah, if you ever need something or someone, I'm there for you. I'm your guy, even if we're not in love anymore. I care about you that much that it's just like I'm gonna be there for you. So, I mean, honestly, it's nice. I'm gonna give it a thumb up for the lyricism. But I think where this song really stands out to me is one in the vocals, and then of course two in the instrumentation. I think the vocals really, like the harmonizing you get between the members of Four Tops, I think is fantastic. I think it, from start to finish, it was just a joy listening to this song from a vocal standpoint. But then on top of that, some really nice work from the background singers too, to really add to kind of the drama of the song, which I liked a lot. Instrumentally, I think there's some really great bass work throughout. I think the bass truly, it kind of carries this one for me, with just the nice groove that it was putting down. But with the drumming and everything else, I think this just made for like a very sort of dramatic sounding song, but dramatic in a good way, and I really liked it. So that kind of elevated it for me. Honestly, for that, I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up. I thought the vocals and the instrumentation were fantastic. As far as replay value goes, not the kind of music I typically listen to, but something that I do enjoy when it comes on, and I do enjoy when I hear it. So this sort of style of music, that is. And so I think it's going to make my playlist. I don't know if I listen to it all the time, but it's at least going to be on there. So every so often when it comes on, like on shuffle, I'll sit down and I'll listen to it. So with that, I'm going to give it a thumb up for replay value. Overall, a really, really good song. And hey, another great entry into this series. Having a great time going through these albums and kind of listening to songs that otherwise had not really ever listened to or explored before. So that's been really fun. Hope you guys are enjoying it as well. Hey, if you enjoyed the music as much as I did, of course, go support the artists. Go listen to their music wherever you can. And if you enjoyed what you saw here on the channel today, consider supporting the channel by liking and subscribing and commenting with your requests, because I'm always taking those. You can even check the description if you'd like to follow me on Twitch, TikTok, or Instagram. I'm most active on Instagram. In case you just really want to follow me somewhere else, that'd be the place to check. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.